Good evening. Tonight we're going to talk about a river of healing flows in you. Are you aware that a river of healing flows within you? Such a glorious hope. Welcome back to Everyday Talk 24/7. We're continuing to look at issues. Are we self-aware? And are we to be truly self-aware? We have to be God-aware. It's impossible to be self-aware, to be aware of ourselves, unless we're aware of God. This is what helps us understand our purpose in this life, to bring honor to God and to conquer all the things that He's put before us. Helps us to understand the attack of our enemy that wants to destroy us, our flesh working against us. It helps us to understand the awareness that we have of what Jesus is doing right now, the power that is with us. But tonight, before we get to the fourth stage of walking in the Spirit, being aware of that, are we aware of this healing of God, this healing river of God that flows in each one of us? Psalm 46 is a psalm of God's majesty and His kingdom psalm. But it begins very personally. Towards the end of the psalm, it switches into the grand scheme and the world stage of God's rule over everything. But these first verses talk about where you and I are and the difficulties of life. First three verses: God is our strength and refuge, always ready to help in times of trouble. So we will not fear when the earthquakes come and the mountains crumble into the sea. Let the oceans roar and foam. Let the mountains tremble as the waters surge. Life is like that. If we ignore that, then we ignore the authentic reality of life. There is immense pain, hardship. I've read this psalm in terms of the years of counseling that I've done. I've read this to folks in the darkest, most despairing times of their life. They lost a child, some other huge, huge tragedy. This psalm speaks to that, and that's our hope. But now notice in verse 4, a river brings joy to the city of God, our God, the sacred home of the Most High. God dwells in that city. It cannot be destroyed. From the very break of day, God will protect it. See, this is this healing river of life that flows in with each one of us. Remember, the Spirit of God is within us. His temple draws within us. It's our hope. This reference to this beautiful river that brings joy is referenced in Genesis, the river that flows through the Garden of Eden, but it's also referenced at the end. Look at Revelation 22. Then the angel, talking to John, showed me a river with the water of life, clear as crystal, flowing from the throne of God and of the Lamb. It flowed down the center of the main street. On each side of the river grew a tree of life, bearing 12 crops of fruit, with a fresh crop each month. The leaves were used for medicine to heal the nations. Yes, there will be healing in heaven, ongoing healing. But that healing begins now. The angel showing John this beautiful river, the water of life, clear as crystal, flowing from the throne of God and from the Lamb. So now, these words in Psalm 46 bring real hope and encouragement to us. A river brings joy to the city of our God. He dwells with us. We are that city. It's the sacred home of the Most High. God dwells in that city. The Spirit dwells with us. It cannot be destroyed. If God has got you, if the Spirit is there, He will not lose you. No one can snatch you from His hand. From the very break of day, from the very earliest part of the day, God will protect you, protect His precious city. Are we aware of this? Our experience won't necessarily remind us. Other people may not necessarily remind us, although they may at times. But this Word of God, it tells us, it's true. It's the thing that we can count on. This is where we base our hope, not on our experience. If you want something authentic, it's here. All authenticity is measured by what is in this book. You see, being authentic without hope leads to devastation. So when these mountains crumble into the sea and the earthquakes come, and we all have those, if all we have is that, the reality of that, we have no hope. But because of the Spirit of God flows in us, because this river brings joy to us, this healing river of life, then you and I are carried forth. So in our self-awareness and our God awareness, remember this. This is our hope. This is our peace. This is our foundation as we go through the difficulties of this life. We have times of deep, deep, deep pain and hurt. But the river of life flows in us, and it brings joy to the city of our God. The angel of the Lord showed me a river, the river with the water of life, clear as crystal, flowing from the throne of God and of the Lamb. Brothers and sisters, make that a part of your reality, your authenticness, your hope, your life, your awareness. We'll talk more tomorrow. So great to be with you this night. Bye-bye.